Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. My name is Ginger Pierce, and I'm one of the travel agents with Marvelous Mouse Travels. We are the agency that runs this Facebook group, along with several others that are focused on different destinations. And we are also a preferred agency with Sandals and Beaches Resorts. Welcome to Sundays with MMT. This is a weekly live agent panel video series that we do in one of our Facebook groups every Sunday night at 8 p.m. Eastern. And we're excited to be with you here in this group tonight to talk to you about Beaches Ocho Rios. We have a team of agents who just returned from a training trip, so they're going to be giving us a great overview of that property. We would love to take any questions that you have about Beaches Ocho Rios specifically, or the Beaches or Sandals brand. So we are using a platform called StreamYard to go live this evening. And if you want to post a question or a comment, you might be asked to allow StreamYard to display your username or profile picture. Just know that you can decline that permission and still post and interact with us anonymously, and we would love to have you. I'm joined tonight by two of our marvelous agents. Ladies, thank you so much for being here with us tonight. And if you would take just a second to tell everybody your name, how long you've been with the agency, and the best way for people to contact you if they would like to plan a trip.
My name is Michelle Bernard. I am with the agency going on 7 years, and you can contact me at my email, michelle.bernard@marvelousmousetravels.com.
Hey, my name is Elizabeth Knapmiller. I've been with the agency for about 2.5 years, and my best contact is also my email, elizabeth.knapmiller@marvelousmousetravels.com.
And again, my name is Ginger Pierce. I've been with the agency just over 4 years, and the best way to reach out to me is to visit my blog, which you can find at gingermmt.com. So, ladies, for people who maybe are unfamiliar with Ocho Rios or Beaches Ocho Rios specifically, talk to us a little bit about just a general overview of this resort. Is it family friendly? Is it couples only? Where's it located? Stuff like that.
So Beaches Ocho Rios is a family-friendly resort, definitely multi-generational, grandparents, families, kids, kind of lots of different combinations of groupings are, very welcome there. Whereas the Sandals brand is more couples only. So this is, the Beaches side is going to be family-friendly. It's about 2 to 2.5 hours from the airport by a shuttle ride. And yeah, it's a great resort.
Yeah. And the beauty of Beaches All Inclusives is that those shuttles are included, right? Those round trip shuttles from the airport, which is an awesome thing. We'll talk a little bit more about those inclusions here in just a second. But, one of the things that I think everybody always wants to know about when we're talking about all inclusives is the rooms. So do you have a favorite room category, or maybe a favorite section of the resort, or a favorite view for people?
Well, I was located in the French section, and I had ocean view. So I looked out, and that was the ocean. I had a pretty big room. It had a sitting area and a king size bed. So the sitting area had a pull out sofa. So it had its own little area for kids and adults.
Awesome.
I would say my room was pretty similar. I had a very, very spacious room, king size bed with a trundle pull-out bed, couch in the more like living area side. I was in the Caribbean section, which I also really liked. I could see basically the whole main part of where like the main pool bar, stage, and out into the ocean. I could see all of that from my room. Those are probably my favorite view of any other places I had been, was just right from my room, because I was up high, so I could see everything. Beautiful room. Everything was in great condition. We toured some rooms, and there was some really nice ones. Some had a separation between like the king size bed and that like pull out sofa for the kids. So there's actually like dividers that would close it, or some like one bedrooms where they were physically in a different bedroom. So there's lots of different room types. The Greek Village is pretty neat because it's all oceanfront. They have patios that go right out, and you can like sit out on the patio and see the ocean. So there's a lot of really great places to be.
Some of those rooms connect to other rooms. So if you had a bigger party, and we knew about that, we could request. It's not always guaranteed, but we could request that we have adjoining rooms so that you could have a bigger space for your bigger party.
Awesome. Now, another common question that we always get whenever we talk about all-inclusive resorts is the food situation. So talk to us a little bit about the food.
There's so much food. I felt like we ate a
Always
lot.
somewhere to go.
We ate, well, the first night they had a dinner for us. So we got to choose off a menu from different restaurants, a entree, dessert, appetizers, because we had just arrived and everything. And then the second night we ate at the French restaurant. And then the next night we ate at the Italian restaurant. So we were eating good. We also, ate a buffet breakfast, and then one day we had a character breakfast, which is an additional add-on, but the price is like crazy low. It's like $12 per person,
Wow.
and you get to eat with the Sesame Street characters. They come in and they take photos with you, and they dance around, and so that was a fun experience. And then throughout the day, there's pizza and barbecue and jerk chicken, and the food is just keeps on coming and coming.
I really enjoyed all of my meals. Like there was not one thing I would have complained about for my food. Everything I ate was excellent. I do eat mostly plant-based, although I sometimes cheat on vacation. But I was really actually pleased with the offerings, and I feel like they would have, had I requested certain things, been able to accommodate that. So I know like sometimes with dietary restrictions and stuff, people wonder about that, and I felt like they had some really good options or ways to accommodate things if it was needed. And I also ate at the crepe place in the kind of French Village, and that was really delicious too. Yeah.
Awesome.
I do want to mention that they do not offer room service at this particular resort. So that's something to, keep in mind, that not that you need it, because everything is fairly close together. It's not a sprawling resort, but room service is not an option.
Mm-hmm. So what about beverages? What sort of beverages are included with your all-inclusive pricing?
Everything.
Okay.
Alcohol, wine, shots, juice, milk, everything.
Yep.
So in the rooms, because it is a family resort, they do not put alcohol in your rooms until you fill out a form to request it, and then they'll bring it into your room because of children.
Right.
It's not readily available, say, as an adult only. But if you wanted wine brought in there, or whatever it is that you wanted, there's a list that you could fill out. Then there's bars all around, so you could get your mixed drinks from Bob Marley's to Hummingbirds to Miami Vices to wine to, rum and Coke. It just keeps going and going, and it's all included.
All right. So also included at, these properties are a lot of activities. So talk to us a little bit about the activities that were involved, and also the pool and the beach area. Is this a good swimmable beach or not?
The beach is pretty swimmable, and it's a
But
private beach, so that's a good thing to know, because one of their other properties is not a private beach, so you don't have people walking down. So the beach is kind of has a thing out there so that they could, where not to go past. And the kids were having fun, and the pools have water slides. That's all included. And I think, Elizabeth, did you do some of the water sports?
yeah, I was just going to mention that. So yeah, a lot of the water sports are included. You can scuba dive even if you're certified, and that's included, which is not heard of very many places at all. And they do offer the certification if you don't come certified, but the certification would cost extra. But once you're certified, you can scuba dive, and it's all included. They've got snorkeling, which I did, which it was really fun. And that's usually a pretty hefty cost if you want to add that on to another place, and it was all included. They've got banana boats, which are like these long yellow tubes that they drag you around with a boat, and like little sailing things that you can take out yourself, and just tons of different water sports activities. And
The
yeah,
glass boats. And the other thing, it's not a water sport or the pool or the beach, but golf. They have a golf course nearby, and the green fees are included. So you don't have to pay green fees. You would have to pay for your caddy, and because I think it was required to have a caddy there, and if you want a cart rental. And then, of course, if you want to rent shoes, clubs, all that, they have that as well. Or you could bring your own. But the green fees are included, and it was very close to the resort, and we actually got to tour the golf course. We were in golf carts driving around it.
That's my favorite part of golf is just driving in the cart.
Yeah.
Actually, the golfing part.
Another thing that's included is all the kids programming. So they have lots of kids camps and activities going on for the kids. They have shows and stuff like on a main stage. They had a big parade. And the character breakfast is a little add-on, like we were talking about, $12. But just so many great things for kids. And I mean, almost all of it is included. It's just amazing.
We were there for Cookie Monster's birthday.
Oh.
So later that day, that was the day that we ate breakfast with the characters, and they announced it was Cookie Monster's birthday. So at noon, up in the kids club, they were actually having a party, and Cookie Monster was going to be there, and I'm sure they're going to have cookies. So, and they do have, like Elizabeth was talking about the parade. I believe it was 3 times a week they'll have a parade, and they have a local marching band come in. And they start in the lobby and they go around the resort and they end up on the stage by the pool. And parents and kids will wear their favorites, if they know ahead of time. They'll know that you can bring your favorite character t-shirts and dress up. So there's a lot of, Elmo and Zoe and different characters running around with the kids dressed up. And they have other activities like hair braiding and t-shirt making and crafts. There's a craft room for families to do crafts, whether it's, they're making little keychains and stuff. So there's a lot of things to do as a family.
They're also a very inclusive resort. So they had a lot of like signage and stuff, and all of their staff is trained for working with children with autism, particularly. And they have beach buddies that you can set up. The beach buddy itself is an additional cost, but they'd be one-on-one with your child if you have special needs that need to be accommodated. And they talked also about how when you fill out that kind of form, it also goes to like the culinary division. So if you have food needs and things like that, so super inclusive. Even Julia, the character from Sesame Street, was part of the character breakfast, and they just did such a nice job with her, and it was very fun.
That's awesome. And that character breakfast, is that something, if you're interested in, that you need to book in advance, or do you book that once you get there? How does that work?
We recommend booking it in advance if it's something you want, because we don't know how busy it's going to be during that day. We actually were there on a low time, but they said that most days it's pretty busy. So you can book that ahead of time, get it all set up. And but if you decided to book it when you're there, you can go to your concierge or to the front desk and see if they have availability.
Yeah. And it's only certain days of the week. So kind of planning it out would help you with your schedule and stuff like that.
Absolutely. Yeah. So obviously, Beaches Ocho Rios is not the only beaches property in the brand, but what is it about this property in particular that you think makes it a great choice?
This is if you've never been to beaches, you don't have a big budget, this is your property, because it's I'd say the entry level beaches property. It is, 2 hours from the airport, but they are opening in the airport near Ocho Rios, and American Airlines is going to be flying in on certain days. So hopefully they'll add some more flyings when, because like 15 minutes from that airport.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully that will go well, and we'll have more options on that. I just think with everything included, when people look at the pricing at first, they think everything's so high, but they don't realize, what's included. Your gratuities are included.
Right.
So you just go into your room, put everything in your safe, and you don't come out, have to take it out again until you leave. The water sports, the motorized and non-motorized. If you go to other resorts, those are extra. Top shelf liquor, the food, everything that's included makes it a great option. They had little chairs for your kids. They're just tiny little lawn chairs.
At the pool and in the
Adorable.
area at the restaurant. It was so cute.
Yeah, so I just think it's a great option, because if you're going with a bigger group, say you're bringing more of your outside family, there's a lot of things you guys can do together, but there's things you can do apart. So you don't have to spend your whole vacation with all 18 of you. You can go do other things and then maybe meet for dinner or meet at the pool for a couple hours. But you could go snorkel, dive, golf, throw the kids at the kids club. There's so much to do.
I would say one other thing to add about why I think it was a great resort is the staff. The staff was incredible, so accommodating, right there, just on top of things, friendly. I think the staff was probably my favorite part. They were top notch.
Awesome. Well, thank you, ladies, so much for sharing all of that information with us. I always love to learn about different properties, and this is a great source of information. If you are someone who is thinking about planning an all-inclusive vacation for your family, maybe you went to an all-inclusive for your honeymoon, but now you have kids and you're thinking, oh, I would love to do something like that. Well, this is a great choice for you. I think we did have one comment come through that we'll show that says all the food options sound great. I 100% agree. They do sound good. And I know that there's probably even more options that, we didn't talk about tonight. So that's one reason to reach out to a travel professional like one of us, is because you can ask questions like, hey, what kind of food do they have? And that's the sort of thing that our agents know, and we are able to pass that information on to you. So if you're interested in planning a trip and you happen to miss our contact information, you can go back and find that at the beginning of the video. Keep in mind that it does not cost any extra to book through one of our agents versus what you would pay to just go on the Sandals and Beaches website and book this for yourself. But when you book with us, you are getting concierge level vacation planning services at no extra fee. So again, reach out to us for a quote or for more information on your vacation. But we thank you so much for watching with us tonight, and we hope to see you again really soon for another episode of Sundays with MMT. Bye, everybody.
Bye.